bitch. She put me off. Oh no. If I can remember. The pity you can't break things, you know, right about now.
We'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way.
No, so it just, you know, goes in a circle.
That's a nice view on the bay there.
Just goes in a fucking circle. My volume is like so high. I've got tickets. They were so low. No. Yeah. I think that's enough. Got my dog. Anyway, I'm probably more better off when I've got people to like talk to. Then,
here we are, Mr.
You. Talking to my head.
Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Little imaginary person. But, you know, maybe I could give it a try. And just, you know, behind because obviously when I'm sober, I don't know, you know, I don't suppose at the time, maybe at the time I'm thinking, well, I probably shouldn't say what I'm thinking at the time.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
I'm curious.
I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator.
Yeah, whatever.
TranStar has over a dozen state-of-the-art facilities across the globe.
Welcome,
More, if you count the entire
You have a
system.
9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
Yeah, viewer retention, supposedly is the best thing. I should say.
Morgan! Finally! Hey, you don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a Yu family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural.
Yeah, dude.
Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your brother in room A.
Right.
Anyhow, what's this game?
Listen,
really
just be yourself.
You know, that's
I'll see you after.
Review on it. So what I done was, I wanted to buy some games. Because, you know, it was sort of my share. Like, you know.
Dr. Yu.
I don't know, how do you retain viewers? Well, let me think. Well, I don't even know who watched this video, but maybe it'd be people, but let me think. I had a bit of a family commotion and my temper is quite volatile, so I decided to try and stifle my temper.
They're waiting for you, sir.
Alcohol, but you know, it didn't work. Anyway, I come off it to the point I can indulge and you know, I got drunk, but it's okay. You know, so it's at one point it was down to like 3% shandy. It was quite pitiful. But anyway, I'd say to retain viewers is to show a bit of.
If you'll make your way into room A.
A bit of modesty. Maybe not 100% of the time, but who knows? But you know, normally gas, kinda. But when I'm sober, I think honesty. That's the sort of thing that gets you home.
I wish I could show you what I've been working on.
But when I'm drunk, somehow I find a way to...
You better get in there before Bellamy gets impatient.
Poetic with... How would I put it? It's, you know, it's not speaking in code if you're not actually speaking. But it could still be defined as speaking in code. You just have to really pay attention.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine.
Anyhow.
Trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good?
You know,
Great.
and
Let's begin.
That combination.
For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Anyhow, with a scan, you know, it's pretty...
Oh! Glass won't break, will it?
Cool.
Wonderful.
You know.
That's... you're absolutely fine.
You don't even have to... Like,
let's move on to room B, then.
This doesn't matter. You know, this little circle, loads of shit, mate. Loads of crap. But what it does look like is a little treasure map that you get later on in the game. Like this little bit there, that little bit there, that little bit there, and then it says, you know, there's a treasure somewhere. It might be in that room. But who knows? Anyhow, you know, honesty.
Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
Things, but still, you know, say them, but no, not say them. And blah, blah, blah.
Look, is he?
But well, no.
He's hiding behind the chair.
I obviously got things on my mind.
Any synaptic register at all?
So.
No? That's fine.
My viewers.
Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C.
It's because I'm being conscientious about, you know, my feelings, which are quite hard to stifle while I'm sober and, you know, speaking about my feelings. Which,
all right.
You know,
here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready.
As opposed to me on the last video, which is also quite, you know, interesting as well.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
Explain.
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment.
So this
not your fault. You're doing fabulous,
doesn't
actually.
Matter if you fail.
One last room. Let's step
really
into
matters.
D.
It's just a assessment center. It doesn't actually matter what the fuck you actually do. It's a bit like, you know, life when you die. Nothing really matters.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
I found Jesus in sacred geometry in a quartz rock.
Whenever you're ready, Morgan.
Which I'll put on my YouTube tomorrow. So, depending on when you're watching this, depends on whether it's there or not. But, you know, I'll put it on there You know, it's really weird because it looks exactly like Jesus. It's so strange that you could get that out of a crystal because of sacred geometry. It's so strange, especially because of quartz. It holds information like electric and data, and you know, most things are electric and positive ions. Anyhow, I'll definitely, you know, make my promise to put on that gemstone specifically. But the rest of them, I'm gonna do some God of War shit with. Nah, imagine it'd be so great if that could happen, but I really doubt that could ever happen. But I mean, it's not like you can do anything with quartz technologically if you had it in bulk supplies, is it? I mean, you would have to chisel every piece out into, I don't know, I suppose the shape of a tuning fork so that it could vibrate and then access the piezoelectric energy. But in a quartz watch, that tuning fork is tiny. But, you know, quartz is abundant. It's like 80% of the earth or some shit like that.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going. Ooh, that's heavy stuff. Not your problem, right? Almost done. Interesting. Well done. Well done.
Anyway, with this
We're
game,
nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it.
Now
in a moment, I'm going to ask you what...
but that one's empty.
My coffee? It's empty. I thought
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Alex.
Simmons, what's going on?
We have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive. Sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Got it.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. That one it's like a repeat, basically. Anyhow, try and get out of this door, but look, you know, it's jammed. It's totally fucked. You know. So we get our suit on, because that'll help. Got a torch if you push the top button, turns it on and off. And you can pick up this stupid thing, but you know, there's only one point in that. So we'll pick it up this route. Yeah,
hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January. You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your apartment building. You're not safe. Good. You're in the simulation lab. Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
So you push circle to go back, because that makes things a lot quicker. You know, and then blah blah blah, our main product is taken into account, Alex and Morgan, blah 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 blah. You know, if you're interested, pause it. I am so bad, but you know, I don't even think it could be trolled, to be fair, because, you know, I'd say most people that were, you know, and then they decided to start trolling people that really mattered, you know, like the corrupt sector, if you like, you know. So there's this little mimic, and this mimic, it's called a mimic because it likes to mimic things, so it could be anywhere. If I had a psychoscope, you know, it'd be all cushy, but I don't have a psychoscope, you know, so it's bullshit. You got a password, you know, which is quite rare in this game, and so usually you gotta use hacking, and blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, you need to level stuff up if you want to move stuff. Blah. You know, there's a blah. Blah blah blah. No, it doesn't work, and then you're damn near impossible to figure it out if it did work. Yeah, blah. We don't care. We know how to throw a fucking wrench. Don't open. Oh no. Oh, big deal. So we'll take these things because, you know, we might need them. No. Yes, it looks important, but you know, it's shit. And all that, right? You know, collect it. It's either food or it's, you know, shit that you can recycle. And as much as it sounds like that might not be beneficial, you actually do want to recycle stuff because you get a lot of, you know, goodies through recycling. You get core materials that, you know, you don't have to fuck around with. They just spot on for, you know, everything. And you can read all the bullshit you want, but, you know, practically it's basically bullshit. You know, that's why I call it bullshit. So, you know, this world doesn't exist. So we'll go this way. I think. You know, I think. I think this is, it's in my brain, it's in my house. So, yeah, we'll get a med kit.
Typhon cacoplasmus. Everyone calls them mimics.
Blah, blah, blah.
Be careful what you pick up.
Fucking player retention. I don't know what the issue is, like what you want me to speak. Well, you know what? If you want people to speak, you should just, you know, instigate it. You know, instead of like, you know, bitching on and you're not speaking. many fucking times you got to fucking piss her out? This is a decontamination. Like 4 of them pop out in multiple.
No one has been able to stop the mimics from multiplying since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Just a little further.
You know, depending on your difficulty, I suppose it's quite easy this game. You know, except, you know, it doesn't matter if you've got it on easy. Eventually, it's not easy at all. It's fucking difficult. But, you know, whatever. That's what it is. Ah. That was so good. That was creepy. That was so creepy. Honestly, though, I'm probably gonna watch the film. And, I'm gonna say goodbye. Because you're lucky you've got any amount of fucking dialogue out of me while I'm drunk. It must be like synchronicity. You know, the people want me speaking. And then Mum actually yapping on some shit about, you know, some crap about, what is it, my voice faded out and brown, some crap. He doesn't even know if that's a good thing, but whatever. You know, he was making it like it was fucking great, right? But, and then people want me to speak on my fucking YouTube as well, and blah, fucking blah. Yeah. I can't not deny synchronicity. But anyhow, can't deny the fact that I can't see properly. I need to go to my bed. Yeah. I'm a bit fucking special when I'm drunk, but anyhow, go bed. I love y'all, even if I'm not talking. It don't mean, you know, I don't love my fans. It just means I might not be depressed, but I'm probably, you know, pissed off and become a bit matured, and I don't exactly want to, you know, offload on my YouTube. Otherwise, I'd be yapping some load of shit. Even if I was sober, I'd be like, you know, so chilled out, and obviously it's been, so, you know, it's not like shyness is an excuse, is it? But, yeah. I have to let you go. Wow. Jump through here if you wanted. There's a lot of places, even if it's locked. There might be a window, or that, you know, something like that you can get through. You know, a lot of places inside. You go up here, up there, rah, and then you get in. You know, and you could be like, oh, I don't know if the keypad, but you could be like, and go through here. Oh, but well, we've got no ammo. Nah, I gotta get this explosive device in there and just be like, yeah, fuck it. Oh, okay, it didn't work, but whatever. You know, maybe I need to, like, because I should have fucked it right up. Oh, fuck off, mate. What a load of shit. Damn lifts.
That was a phantom.
Loads of
Type an Anthraphantasmus. Keep moving.
But if they don't, then they don't. There's a glue gun. You hold triangle, you can bring up your weapon here. Yeah, that way once you lose your ammo, you know, really, ideally, you know, you'd rather not, to be fair. What you want is go up to this Neuromod thing.
In the foyer. Grab the neuromod you see in the display case.
Like you're under
Normally it's a fake, but I swapped in a real one for you. The neuromods are critical. You won't survive without using them to install new aptitudes. I've already updated your transcribe with the list you requested. Take a look.
And if you've got problems and your health is going down, you go get a med kit. Take that first. Get your health back up, your stamina. Get his organs. You know, just take his organs right out of his body like it's fucking, like, you know, I don't know. Actually, you know, I don't know what you would do that to except, like, you know, some kind of ramen. And this, you need this. Dress it out, take it. Here, neighbor mods. Saying you can, you know, you can jumble some kind of shit together, but you know what you really, really want, I suppose, would be this. That's 1, 4, 6, 10, really. Yeah, actually, hope that's straight into your fucking eye. And you're alright, you get the knowledge. Oh!
Good thinking.
You
You'll be ready for a medical emergency. Now, let's get you to the main lobby.
So anyway, you killed everyone. You can't lift any of that up because you ain't got the, you know, you just, you shit. Right now, you just, silly dog, why are you next to my fucking, oh, silly. Anyhow, I'm over here. Oh, it's silly, it's silly. It's silly. Oh. You can be right next to my seat, bro. Anyhow, I watch a film, go to bed, you know. I should charge like only fucking, you know, syllables in it, you know. And like, I'll be rich, won't I? You know. But anyway, that's being, you know, ridiculous. So, Obviously I'd never do that, but I've got to bid you farewell and good night and all that, because I can't even stay up awake late, you know. It's gone. So I'm gonna press the button, and then I'm gonna, like, you know, do you know what, I'm not even gonna save it, because, well, I think I've already fucked that in there by overwriting something, but whatever. Who gives a shit. Anyhow, good night, blah blah blah. Love all my fans, unless, you know, they're scummy cunts, like stalker cunts, they can go fuck themselves. Like, honestly, we didn't give a shit. You know, subscribe, so I'd be so mad up. You know, I swear. But, yeah, if you're awesome, then it's okay, you can stay. Yeah, good night. Blah blah blah. I hate talking sometimes. Anyhow, bye. Love you.